My hope is with the Disruptor School bot, one of the things we're going to release in the next version is as it answers questions, it should also be citing where it's getting those answers. So you can then click on that and then find that whole resource, hopefully. So
Gotcha.
that'll be very exciting to add. It's just like for that exact context, you're saying like, okay, cool. How do I find out more? Oh, that's the thing to search for. Done. Here it is. Click on it. And then you got everything you need. Can you describe your experience with the community aspect of Disruptor School?
I'd say that everybody gives pretty good feedback on stuff. You get a lot of good answers. It's timely. So it's not, it's not something where like you put something in the community and then no one ever answers it, or it sits there for 5 weeks. You're getting an answer pretty quickly. So, definitely there's a lot to lean on. It's not, it's not just a course. Like a lot of people, they create online courses, me actually being part of that world previously. So I know exactly, an online course, but realistically, it's kind of more than an online course, if that makes any sense. Realistically, I would say that the archive of information is more like, the extra or like the icing on top of the cake.
I love that. That's sort of the whole idea. And I've been part of those online things too. And it's like somebody that may or may not do the work spends a weekend recording a whole bunch of stuff, and then another team sells it for a profit. And it's like, but what if I have any questions, or if any button changed, or if my business is different by 3%? Well, then you're kind of SOL. And part of the idea of Disruptor School is that because of the community, there's 20 people that are all 5% different. And then you can all talk to each other and solve those problems. And then as people ask questions, you get answers. And also you're the one answering other people's stuff. So there's this exchange back and forth that I think is really at the core of where a lot of the value lies, above and beyond the actual like coursework and master classes and live sessions and all of that, direct access type stuff. Let me ask you just one other thing here. What would you say to somebody considering joining Disruptor School?
I think that one, if you are a business owner and you have issues with your ad agency, fire them today and join Disruptor School, because they're just spending your money. Like it's plain and simple. And don't you even want to know how your money's being spent? The setting up of this campaign is not the science behind it. And if you don't even learn about, your advertising, if you just say, well, we need to advertise, and yes, like there are experts out there, and I'm sure that there are some people and some agencies that are really good, but I haven't seen any, I haven't seen any of them. And I would kind of say this to people too, is that if those agencies were so good, and it actually like was something that hit me in the head, and I didn't even think about it, but it was my thought beforehand. If they're not actually advertising to you and they're just selling you, are they a good agency to be working with and trust your money with? I mean, that's kind of the truth.
Yeah.
And not saying that all of them don't do that, but I would definitely say that there are many out there that are just basically, they know how to set up a campaign. They've read the manual. Here's the point and click of setting up the Facebook campaign. But if you don't understand your ads, you don't understand the drive of the customers that you're trying to reach, you don't understand, there are objections and, ways to overcome them. If you have a place that just says, well, just give us more creative, we'll figure it out through creative,
Sure.
You don't have an answer. You don't have, it's not that you're not going to make some sales, but the difference is like before, every dollar I was spending was going right back out the door, and I was working to achieve those sales, outside of selling online, which to me baffled me. I was bringing in more money offline by me going out to different markets and, stuff like that, peddling our stuff, than I was selling online. So that money was paying for my online sales, which made no sense to me whatsoever. To now we're to a point where, we're roughly at a 20-25% profit margin on our first sale.
Love it. Love it.
And,
and you're managing it, and you're not paying somebody else to do it. And you understand everything soup to nuts from step one to cash in the bank.
I'm paying $500 a month for the most valuable employee I have in my office, that tells me to sit on my hands when I need to, it gives me enough information to where I understand what I'm doing, and now I have a way where, I know what ads I need to create. I know why I need to create them. I know potentially what level, in the funnel they're going to be. And if I'm talking to the moon for you right this second, it's because you don't have an understanding of your ads. You don't know what your funnel really is. You think it's just, oh, okay, well, it's just people falling in and, maybe we'll sell, maybe we won't. But don't you want to sell more of them? That's kind of my thing. So
I don't think I could possibly say anything better. That's amazing. I think we're good there, man. Thank you so much, Michael. I really do appreciate it. And I really do want to say thank you. And let me know if there's anything else I can do to be helpful. And I'll see you on those Friday chats. We'll have another one this week. And unless there's a kid, in which case we'll take the week off. But that's about there's 1 week off pending. It's supposed to be December 7th.
Oh,
we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Oh, or is your wife pregnant?
Oh, like 9 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're any minute now. Very cool.
Yeah. So the week of the birth, not going to have the Friday class.
Right.
After that, we should be good to go.
That perfectly makes sense. So.
Yeah, but that's where we'll do the asynchronous, where the times where we don't have the class, like you can ask the questions, and then I'll just go in and give you the 5-minute, I'll just give you the dedicated video answers to all of your problems to make sure that you don't have to sit on the call for 2 hours or whatever.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, man.